God says, everything is working for you, even when it doesn't feel like it, even when things seem slow, even when nothing appears to be changing. God says, I know what you see. I know what it looks like from your side. Delays, confusion, uncertainty. God says, but what you see is not the full story. God says there are things happening that you cannot see yet, things moving in your favor, situations aligning, paths adjusting. God says everything is being arranged with purpose. God says even the things that didn't go your way are working for you, even the doors that closed, even the opportunities that passed, even the situations that ended. God says they were not losses, they were redirections. God says I was guiding you away from what was not right and toward what is. God says you may not have understood it in the moment, but you will. God says nothing you've experienced has been wasted. Every challenge taught you something. Every delay built patience. Every situation added awareness. God says all of it is working for you. God says you are growing, becoming stronger, becoming wiser, becoming more prepared. God says that growth is necessary because what is coming next requires a stronger version of you. God says everything is connected, even the parts that don't seem related. God says I am arranging things in ways you cannot see. God says you may feel like you are standing still, like nothing is moving. God says, but you are moving forward, step by step. Even now, God says progress is not always visible. Sometimes it happens quietly, internally, gradually. God says trust that. God says trust the process, even when it feels slow. God says you don't need to understand everything. You don't need to control everything. God says you only need to trust that everything is working for you. God says there will come a moment when everything makes sense, when you look back and see how everything connected, how every delay had a purpose, how every change had a reason. God says that moment is coming. God says do not let doubt take over now. Do not let temporary emotions change your belief. God says stay focused, stay patient, stay grounded. God says everything is moving in your favor, even when it feels like it isn't. God says nothing is against you. Nothing is blocking you permanently. God says everything is guiding you forward. God says you are exactly where you need to be, on the path you need to be on, at the time you need to be there. God says trust that. God says everything is working for you. Type Amen if you believe.